Alright guys, this is Neuroback for Clan Super Duper, CSD. I got 17 attacks to show from the last war. Just a bunch of solid wars, or solid war. Some of these were easy bases, but I wanted to highlight a couple of different people, or a lot of people. Some guys have been struggling and they pulled it out this war big time. So I want to highlight them. We also have some impressive attacks. I'm going to start with my little guy here, my little account. This is a Town Hall 7 versus a Town Hall 7. It's pretty weak, coming in with the drags, going against the blower to help keep my balloons behind my dragons. I got lucky with the old one baby drag, so they must have some Valks or something in there. And I'm just going to do double speed. They were weak ADs, so I brought the Rages and a heal, and you see just demolish this base. Pretty typical for Town Hall 7s. So yeah, I actually could have skipped that one, but I really want to show this one, Lil Neuro again, and he's on a pretty decent Town Hall 8. I mean, he's got 3 air defenses that are good for the Town Hall 8 level. I don't know about this base design myself, but bringing the drags again, and I do the same thing. I opted not to do the Quake. I brought no balloons of my own, and I brought Clan Castle loons. And I really wanted to try to get 2 things going with this Barb King. One, I was hoping that he would step into that wall and get that Clan Castle triggered. It wasn't a big deal if not, but I needed this little area to have a little bit of a funnel toward that air defense because I was coming in from the top and 12 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Lay a couple of drags down just to get this funnel created, and then, or started at least, and then I drop mass drags. Once that air defense starts engaging one of my dragons, I drop my balloons, and then I'm going to drop a rage right when they get into the area of starting to take out those air defenses. I drop a heal on the balloons just to try to help them out a little bit. I did not expect all these wizards. So I rage my dragons on those wizards to kind of get them wiped out really quickly. And you see my dragons did a really good job of funneling down here. And then you'll see how these 2 drags down here end up coming back into the core to start taking out some of this high hit point structures so that some of my other dragons can just do 1 or 2 blows. And again, this guy's going to go down, but he's taking out that gold storage with enough takedowns so that all my dragons don't have to hang on it and get blown up by that air defense, that low level air defense. So I was super happy about this, and the clan obviously was happy about this because then it frees up one of the Town Hall 8s or 9s to hit above. So let's go all the way up to 22, and this one's going to be by Pong. This is Kiki's second account. Coming in against a pretty weak Town Hall 9, but got those Expos and the Archer Queen, so it's not a cakewalk. He's outmatched him with heroes, but overall pretty decent. So he starts with the Queen Walk, and he's going to do a Boulder Walk as well, and then meet in the middle on the heroes with the Valks. This is a Sub-Zero's attack that he has engineered and has been stolen by a bunch of different people from our clan and from other clans. One of the funniest things about this attack is it's kind of hard to master. I mean, it's pretty OP if you can do it correctly. But I love when we're facing an opponent and they decide to start using this attack, and they just fucking suck at it. So the Queen marches in here pretty deep into the core, gets engaged by that level 1 Expo, and he comes a little shallow on the funnel with the bowlers. He's going to save that poison for the heroes, and that Barb King gets knocked out by 2 Valks and the bowlers, and the rest of the Valks come in, and they are just going to annihilate this base. He forgets about his king. There he is, and then nice big funnel. Valks go to the core, rage, heal, and it's just cake after that. I mean, Valks are running, Valks are hitting walls, it doesn't really matter. He's figuring out where they go, and then he hits that rage, and then that second heal. With these low-level walls, and the walls kind of set up the way they are, no need for jump. Pretty standard for that is 2 rages and a heal, and then you can figure out whether or not you need to bring another heal or bring a jump. And I've actually done it with 1 jump, 1 heal, and 2 jumps, 1 rage, 1 heal, depending on the base. But anyway, that's a great job by Pong. And then we'll go to 21, Jorge, back in the saddle. He's been out for war for a while. Again, another kind of low-level base, but it's Town Hall 9. Got those expos, got the Archer Queen. And he's going to come in, funnel with some baby drags, and he's going to come in with the Go Vaho. Good job on just kind of letting that funnel develop before he starts dropping his wall breakers. He's got this Hound going here, so the Hound is not going to be an issue until it pops. Unluckily, the Archer Queen locks onto that Hound because he dropped her pretty early, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, you never really know what's going to happen on a fresh hit. I think it was a hard one to trigger if you tried to trigger anything without a queen walk. So he just sends in his hogs, and he's trying to keep them alive as long as possible. Nice big group. He had a nice heal on them at the north that I kind of was talking over. But they are just annihilating these Town Hall 8 and Town Hall 9 point defenses. And he ends up actually losing all of his hogs, I think. I don't think this one gets it done. Yeah. So, but anyway, he's got 1 defense left, and he's got a bunch of troops all over the map, all converging on. And that golem lived through the entire base, so he's got plenty of time and plenty of tank. And fast forward. Oh, swagging abilities left and right. Good job, Jorge. And then we have 20. Hambone Hinkle McFrinkle in with this weird shit base. I've actually tried something like this before, not with the open walls on each compartment, but I've tried something similar to that. It's just like a time thing, man. I think this is probably a holdover from like his Town Hall 8 days, because you see he's pretty new, although Queen 7 means that he's been worn quite a bit at Town Hall 9, and he just needs to change his fucking base because it sucks. Lots of time to get the funnel going. Drops those golems, they walk right in, and Valks and bowlers. Poisons go down. Heal on his kill squad. Archer Queen takes that out, as well as some of those wizards. Heals and rages. Valks are just unstoppable, especially on his wide open base. I mean, you could have even gone in with, you know, mass Valks if you'd had a way to kill that clan castle. So, in any case, you know, save that DE, and good job, Jorge. And let's go to 19. This is Lil Chris. This is our fearless leader. Up at the level 3 expos at this point. Everything up from here on out, I think, is level 3 expos. So 2 golems. Starts the whiz funnel. Pretty standard looking Go Vaho. 2 heal, a rage, and a jump. 3 baby drags in the clan castle. Only one of those is really going to get raged. Not really sure what the thinking is there. But since it's Splash taking them out, they 2 get taken out really quickly, and then that last one just gets one more shot with the Archer Queen. And now she's going to use that jump on the back end to try to direct her Valks. Bringing in the hogs on the flank. So she wants to keep everything together. She wants that golem to keep tanking, but he takes a little step to that archer tower, and then those giant bombs bust right as that heal's wearing off, so the hogs peter out, but that golem tanks like a motherfucker and has some Valks helping the cleanup crew. Those two golems. Oh yeah, both of them. So they're just tanking for that cannon as the raid winds down. Bing bang, bada boom. Good job, Lil K. Fearless leaderette. And 18. This is 6. This is Horn Dog's second. He's a 9.5. But so he's got level 1 bowlers and an extra spell. But it's a decent base, ground level expos, coming with his not mass Valk, but heavy Valk, let's say. Gets the clan castle triggered like a good person should do. Bowlers like to walk. Bowlers walk, and but they walk with the Valks, so they're tanking for. The Valks are tanking for the bowlers. He's got enough of his kill squad that goes in the base, and those hogs, I didn't even see them deployed. I know that they came in early and they left early, but you can see that it actually worked out really well for his bowlers to walk on this base. They could pretty much reach everything outside of the main central, like maybe 8x8 core. So that's maybe like 10x10 core. But that was a decent job by a new 9.5. And then we have, we'll skip that one again because we saw how he did. So Pong, 28 coming up and hitting 16. Blasting like a mother. So again, he's got those level 11 heroes against level 11 heroes. Level 3 expos. Clan Castle trigger. Starts that queen walk. He's coming with subs. Attack again. Drops that poison nice and early. Maybe a little too early, but Queen's going to step up, so that dragon is going to stay in that poison for the whole time. Not going to get a whole lot of shots in before dragon goes down, and of course the balloons don't survive to get one shot on the Archer Queen, which would have done a massive amount of damage. And we will see how tight his funnel is. So his funnel's super tight. Again, he comes right at that Archer Queen now, so he loses 3 of the bowlers. So he's not, or 2 of the bowlers. He's not going to get a whole lot of value out of them in particular, but the funnel is created, jumps to the core. Valks do a nice in and dip, and then down goes the Barb King, and his Valks just stay in a nice clump here. He had 2 that died in the core hitting walls, but the rest of them came outside. And now they're going to split a little bit. Still can't figure out the Valk AI really. I mean, I think they just, if you're off by a square, then they just go different directions, which is, you know, fine, I guess. And that last air defense is going to be the structure that goes down. And he was whoop whoop, hooting and hollering on that 3. Good job, Kiki. And then we have, so Mini is a 9.5 as well. But we're going to show both of his because this one was a pretty decent hit. He comes up on 15. Low-level heroes. I mean, I think that the opposing clan doesn't understand the importance of heroes because they have some crap heroes for their weight bases. But he's coming with the Govaho, a little bit heavier on the hogs this time. Gets everything funneled toward the Archer Queen, and again, we see the 3 baby drags. So as long as he has that heal on those Valks, what do? They stay up, they stay alive, they keep on trucking, keep on hitting. And he's bringing these 2 lines of hogs in for his flank on his kill squad. And as those Valks are tanking and the Barb King's tanking, and I think that his Golem is still down here with his Archer Queen, so they're not really doing much, but there isn't a whole lot of space in this base for any other bombs, traps. This may have been a second hit, so he knew kind of how the base was set up. He at least knew there weren't any double giant bombs, and he wouldn't have to spend a whole lot of his heal spells on recovering from those outside bombs that are so common now. So he's got a pretty nice big train of hogs that are going to be used for cleanup after they take out this Barb King with the bowlers. And we'll fast forward because we've got a lot of ground to cover still. Ooh, we're actually almost halfway. Well, we're a little bit more than halfway, so that's a good job. And now we'll go to 14. This is Scorpion, another new recruit. And he's coming with the healer P.E.K.K.A. This is the attack that he's been using a lot. Gets this little funnel created and then drops 3 P.E.K.K.A.s. And then the healers, and so he's going to wall break them in to the base. They're going to get right on that Archer Queen and ka-chow. There she goes, dead as a doornail. And then everything comes in. Bowlers do a nice job of taking out that air defense so that the healers stay up. Everything's still being healed by the healers, and raged bowlers take out that air defense before it can get rid of that second healer. So we still got 2 healers. Now one of them's going to go down because I think his bowlers all died due to giant bombs. Bring some hogs in, and he's got the heal spell going now. Archer Queen is within range of a lot of the pups, so he gets lucky on that. But look at his P.E.K.K.A.s. His P.E.K.K.A.s are still almost max level, or almost max health. Max health. And he's got this last heal that he drops up here at this big quadrant of defenses, and they're going to stay alive through that splash, and then they're going to soften up these point defenses. And I think that he's only gonna have 1 left. Yeah, he's only gonna have 1 left, and it gets taken out by that pup. But you see the P.E.K.K.A.s; he's still got all 3 P.E.K.K.A.s hanging out. So it's gonna be a race against time to get this builder hut over here. But he pops that ability, gets those extra troops and the extra hit, and then everything just walks over and ka-chow. Great job, Scorpion. So now let's go to 13. I told y'all there were a lot of them. Hambone again coming up. So this is our 19 against their 13. This is like my farm base. I don't really know. I've never even tried or thought about using this kind of base for war. I guess it's like a time thing. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but I mean, all you have to do is march your squad all the way across the base, and then everything's gonna eventually go to the core. Excuse me. Gets that poison spell down to save his kill squad. He actually gets some golems to go to the core and pop open that core area, so now everything can walk around. He's got some heal spells to help push everything along. Golems start tanking for his Archer Queen, and Valks don't need any tank. They just crush it. He's got this Tesla farm going. This is definitely his farm base, because look at this. I didn't even look at this before. But look at, he's got all his traps near his DE, and quad Teslas in the core, like around his DE. Like, what the fuck, dude? Just get a war base. So the golems do a nice bit of tanking for that Tesla farm. You can see that his Archer Queen is just not even close. I mean, like, if the wind blew, she would be dead. But he gets super lucky with the golems tanking for his Teslas the entire time, for those Teslas. So great job, Hank. It's a shitty base, and sometimes shitty bases are hard to hit. because you're just not used to hitting that shit. But all right, so here comes Sub. He comes with the stoned Goho. Yep, there they are, 3. And then he's gonna bring in bowlers, I believe, from the clan castle. Yep, there they are. And he's just gonna come in. I mean, they invite him in. You know, they leave it open, and they say, "Hey, come here," and he sends them all in there. Lots of tank. Rage already placed the jump so that everything gets directed to that core. He did a nice job of funneling so his bowlers don't do some stupid shit. And drops the poisons for what could have been a raid ender with those balloons, but you know, well controlled, well planned, and he comes in with both hogs on both sides. He doesn't even worry about trying to work clockwise or counterclockwise. He sees that whole area needs to be protected from each side, each flank of his kill squad to keep up his bowlers. Because bowlers are the ones, I mean, especially on a base like this, it's kind of spread. You have things hiding behind walls, and they're a good distance away. I mean, if you lose your bowlers, you're going to run out of time, you know, more often than not. Especially since, so it's worth having only, you know, 3 hogs live through the entire raid because, you know, you have your bowlers and they can reach stuff and they can really pound those walls too if they need to. But look at this. So, I mean, just trying to get this storage. He also clears out that army camp. It's just 2 big structures that are taken out the base, taken up the base, I guess. And so that was 11. Next we have 10. That was 12. This is 11. So next we have 10. We have shelves coming up from 15, hitting 10. Funky little base. He's gonna bring the witches with Vox. He's been working on this one for a little while now.